Well, Friday it would have been Friday.
Before we start, I have
Yeah.
2 questions about division. Okay?
Yeah.
Can you write it on the board?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right. You can type if that's easier. Hang on, I'll make a new board for you.
Thank you.
If you go on the whiteboard tools on the side, there's a little thing that you can use to type, which might be easier than writing it.
Okay, thank you. Let me just write it down. It's a division question. It's just 2. Yeah, it was this one. 2, 6, 5 divided by 5. And
Yeah.
Okay, so wait. No, not this one. Not this one. It was 195 divided by 6. Okay, so when I did all of it. So 6 goes into 19 3 times with a remainder of 1. Yeah, and then I put the remainder of 1 to the. So yeah, 6 over there.
6 goes into 19 3 times.
Yeah, 3
Hang
times.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I put the remainder of 1 to the 15.
Yeah.
And then I put a decimal point next to the 5 and add a 0 of a placeholder.
Yep, you're right, yep.
And then, wrong one. 1 second. Yeah, 185 divided by 6, yes?
185.
Yeah, divided by 6. And then, you done that. I did all of the methods. 6 goes into 18 3 times.
3 times
And then
with a remainder of none, 0.
Yeah, and then it doesn't go into, and then there's a 5, 185 divided by 6, and then it goes 3, and then 6 doesn't go into 5. Yeah, so I put a 0.
Yeah.
And then I put the decimal place, but when I'm gonna put it there, yeah, and it doesn't go into 6 doesn't go into 50. So if I put it there and I get when I get the answer for 50, do I put another 0 next to the decimal point?
So depending on what the answer is, yeah, you could put another decimal, and then you might find out that 6 is into 50, 42, 48, so that's 20. 48 is 8 times 6.
Yeah.
And then you do the same thing again, it doesn't work, so then you have to add another 0, and this could go on forever and ever and ever.
Until I get the answer.
Yeah, until you get the answer or get closer to the real answer.
Yeah.
Another way you could write it is if you didn't want to do this decimal thing.
Yes.
You could do what we normally do, where you take this 30 and you say, right, that's 30 remainder 5, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah? So I can write that as 30 and 5 over 6.
Yeah.
And 5 over 6, I can tell you, is about 0.8333.
Okay.
So that means that, which makes sense, because if we'd done it this way, we would have gotten a 3 with 2 remainder, and then another 3 with 2 remainder, and then another 3. Yeah?
Yeah, because 30 remainder 5, and yeah, I get it.
Yeah. And that's remainder is got a remainder of 5, which is also being divided by 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, and there was this one more.
One
more question. Let me just get it. 95 divided by 3.
95 divided by 3.
Yeah. So I done the basics at the start. 3 goes into 9 3 times.
Yeah.
And then 3 goes into 5 1 time with a remainder of 2.
Yeah.
And then the point 20. And then it goes 6 goes in and 3 goes into 26 times. Yeah. And then we put the remainder of 2 there. Yeah. and then it's gonna go again 3.1666, and then how does that work? Because it's still gonna go to.
So this is a really similar thing again. This would go on forever and ever and ever doing twos, which makes sense because we have 31 remainder 2.
Okay.
So we can write that as 31 with 2 divided by 3.
Yeah, because what I wrote for the answer, I wrote 31.62 because the remainder of the
Right. So you could either answer it like this within a fraction, or you could answer it 31.666 ...
Yeah.
The ellipse is important, the 3 dots, because it tells us that it goes on forever. Or you could answer it like this. You could say 31.6, and then you put a dot on top of the 6.
Okay.
Which this means that it's recurring. Hang on.
It keeps going on. No.
Yeah, it goes on forever and ever and ever.
Okay.
And that's what that little dot means. Or if you wanted to round it up, which you can round it up, we say 31.6.
To 32?
It doesn't round to 32 because the next number is a 6, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it goes 666. So this is a 6, so it goes to 7.
Okay.
Or if you wanted it to 1 decimal place, we could round it up to 31.7.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yes.
It's not a 2 because this number here is a 6, so that rounds up.
Yeah.
So this must become a 7.
I have a question for this. So when I get the answer for 31.6,
Yeah.
if I wanted to do it like that, I would write 31.6 and the dot on the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nick, any one of these ways that I've written here all means the exact same thing.
Okay.
The only difference is some are more accurate than the others. So obviously, writing it with a fraction, so this is like the most accurate, then this is the second most accurate, and then this is the third, fourth, fifth, because obviously 3, 4, and 5 we're rounding it up to some degree.
So if I multiply that by 3, I would get 95.
Yeah. So the easiest one to multiply would probably be the fraction one. Would you agree?
Yeah.
So shall we try it?
Yes.
31 and 2/3 times 3. So 30 times 3, I don't know how you multiply, but this is roughly how I multiply. 30 times 3 is 90.
Yeah. And then
1 times 3 is
1. 3, 3, 3.
3. Yep, I nearly did the exact same thing. And 2/3 times 3 is
2.
2.
And then you just add them together.
Yep.
Okay.
95.
So you multiply them and then you add them together.
Yeah. You can do it in a grid. I don't know if you do it. You've seen the grid thing. I don't know. Everyone multiplies in different ways. Oh, not like that. You could have done it, wrote it like that.
Okay.
Got the same answer. Just depends how you multiply.
So one question. So
Yeah.
if the two was a 5, would it be equal to 5?
If this 2,
Yes, this 2. Yeah.
that one. So if it was 31 and 5/3.
Yeah, it would be equal to 5.
Well, so 5 divided by 3, there's another 1 goes into that. So this in itself, 5/3, we can rewrite that as 1 and 2/3,
Okay.
because it's 3 remainder 2. 3 goes into it, so it goes into it 1 times and it's got 1 remainder.
Yeah. Oh, so
Yeah, so then this 31 and 3/5 is exactly equal to 32 and 2/3.
Oh, so
Yeah?
yeah, so it
But, oh, yeah, what are you going to say?
so it could be equal to 6/3 because it goes even and it doesn't need a fraction of remainder.
If it was 6/3, then 6/3 is just equal to 2.
Yeah, because
So
it's the
it would be 33 then, because it would be 31 plus 2.
yeah.
If we wanted to multiply it out, which I think was the original question, hang on, I'll just scribble this out. Let's pick the 5/3, for example. 31 and 5/3 times 3. We get 30 times 3 is 90.
Yeah, 90, and then multiply by 1, 3 by 1, who gets 3,
Yep.
and then the 5,
And then 5, and then add them all together, we get 96.
96.
Which makes sense because there's one extra in here, hidden in here.
Why not 98?
Oh yeah, just me poorly adding up there.
So
You keep me right.
so whatever it is, if it was a 32, would the 3 be 6? Because
Like this.
yeah,
32 times 3, that would become a 6.
plus
Yeah.
and also let's just get the 5 to it too. It would be a 10.
56 and 5/3. We get 6, and 3 times 5/3 is just 5.
Yeah.
So then we'd get 101.
Okay.
101.
So 6. Okay, so the top number of the fraction, you just keep it the same.
You just keep it because if you remember when we times fractions, it's actually the same as doing this.
Oh yeah, you just multiply the 1, yeah.
So then that gives you 15 divided by 3,
3.
which is equal to 5.
Yeah. So you only keep the 5 and then multiply the 3 by the number here.
Yeah,
Okay.
because these two cancel out. Yeah, so keep this one. Hang on, get a different colour. Keep this one. Whoa. Keep this one. Times this one by 3, times this one by 3.
Okay. So yeah, you just multiply here.
Yeah, just multiplying it, the individual bits.
Okay. And you multiply the 3 by just 1 and keep the 5 the same, or multiply the 3 by 2 and keep the 5 the same. So 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes. That was
Sure.
the question. Yeah.
Was it a question, was it?
Yeah, that was the question.
Was it all about recurring?
Yeah.
Was it all about recurring numbers?
Yeah.
So did that make sense now?
Yeah, because
Yeah. We'll do one more just for good luck. I'll just try and think of one. We'll do 27. 27 and 5/4 times 4.
Okay, 27. Okay, so we're gonna do multiply. That's gonna be, okay, 5. So the 4 is gonna be multiplied by the 7. Okay, 27. Yeah, multiply 4 by 7 is gonna be 28.
28, yeah.
And then the 5 is gonna stay the same.
5 will stay the same. The 4 multiplies by the 20.
Yeah, 4 multiplied 20 is 80.
Which gives us 80.